Hi guys, and welcome to the Ace Tanker for the AMX AC46, the Tier 7 French TD. Now this is a tank I've been playing quite a while, but I wouldn't say I'm grinding it. I'm grinding the French TD line, but I've got so many tanks that basically I don't do any grinding anymore. I play roughly one game per tank every time I log into World of Tanks. So basically it only gets the daily double, as most of my tanks do. Unfortunately, the problem with the AC46 is that it's cursed. Not that I play it badly or anything like that, but it seems that every time I have an Ace Tanker game in the AC46, the replay file gets corrupted. First time, I don't know, some of you may remember it, one of my first games in this tank was a game at the start of 9.0, and was on 6 kills, 2 remaining enemy tanks, and they were both one-hit kills, and yeah, 9.0 game was unstable, the game crashed, and therefore I didn't have a replay for it. Second time I got an Ace Tanker, I can't remember whether it was on stream or off stream, but went in to save the Ace Tanker, and it had been replaced with a temp file, so again, replay file was corrupted. So it's kind of cursed that way. But I was playing off stream. I was ×3 events, so I was doing basically the tanks I'm grinding, and got into this game, and it turned into an Ace Tanker, and thankfully the replay file still exists. So for once this tank gave me a break, and for the first time I'm actually able to bring you an AMX AC46 game, even though I've been doing okay in this tank. We are here on a Mountain Pass. It's a 55%er, and it's a very, very favourable matchup. There are only 4 Tier 7s on the enemy team, quite a few Tier 6s, and a few unlucky Tier 5s. So I want to play quite aggressively. Here we go. So this tank is okay. Don't mind it. I don't think I like it enough that I'm going to be keeping it when I finally get the Tier 8 unlocked. But it's okay. It's got a couple of nasty weak spots on top of the tank, and it is a rather big target. It is quite a big tank. You can see a lot of the other tanks around me are a lot smaller. But it's fast, it's mobile, and surprisingly, you can actually ram enemy tanks to death in this. So I'm setting up here. I'm hoping someone's going to go forward to spot, but I decide that I'm going to push a little bit forward and let my binocs kick in. Maybe I can get my own spots. And there we go, KV-1S. So we hit him and track him, aim for his lower glacis. And that shot goes so far to the right, or to the left. And miss another opportunity for a hit. Now there's a T-34-85, and he's advanced and he's spotted me. Unfortunately, again, another shot, I only managed to track him, and now the KV-1S and the T-150 are focused on me. But they're bouncing, and my gun has more than enough penetration to go through the gun mantle on a T-150. So I'm moving to try and prevent them from getting shots on my weak spots. And the T-150 is poking. So we get another shot into him. And now an AT5 or AT2 has appeared, but T-150 is a bigger priority. So another shot into him. Go for a shot on the commander's cupola, and the shot goes high, and now a KV-1S has appeared. T-150 is advancing. So finish off the T-150. We're up to 1,000 damage now. And looks as if the KV-1S is backing off, the AT2 is backing off, and I decide to be aggressive. So we've got a T-29 moving through the water as well. And I've just been spotted, and a Hellcat gets a nice ambush shot on me. But I'm not stopping. Now an ELC has come up with me. So there are 2 tanks here. Gun depression is okay on the tank. It's not great, but it's enough to give me a shot at this KV-1S. So get a shot in. And KV-1S is a bigger priority, so finish off the KV-1S. AT-2 bounces shot, but does manage to pen me. So aiming for a weak spot and finish him off. So kill number 3. And I notice that most of the enemy tier 7s seem to be down to my right. So I'm relocating, and this T-43 still seems to be advancing, so we set up an ambush. Gets one shot in, he bounces, and again I'm going to keep advancing. Miss my shot on the move, unfortunately. But as I say, this tank is quite fast, it's quite heavy, and you can ram tanks to death. So finish off the T-43. And Tiger 1, T-29 down here. The two main tier 7s on the enemy team. And the Tiger 1's retreating, but no pressure. But he has no problems penning me, gets a shot in. And now I probably make a mistake. You see, I advanced thinking it was just the Tiger. Missed my shot on the T-29, but the T-29 is now retreating. The Tiger is coming back, and now the ELC is coming back. So all 3 tanks I went to flank are now coming back. And now my ELC has run away, so I've suddenly found myself alone. Other than the ELC and myself, the T-29 that was backing me up has actually gone down the riverbed. So I thought maybe I'd have a T-29 for support as well, but he decided to go the other way. So Tiger has no problems penning me. I lost all my health, and unfortunately the tanks, the Arl and the Stug I went to help, they weren't just quick enough. They were too slow to come down and support me. However, we did end up doing 3,009 damage. The Stug and the rest of my team come back. They finish off the last remaining enemy tanks. Just one enemy tank left. And they finally spot him in the corner. So I finally got an ace tanker in the AMX AC46 that wasn't corrupted. I also picked up high caliber. Not a fantastic game. Unfortunately, I misjudged the situation. Wasn't expecting all those tanks to turn around and deal with the threat at their rear. But we still came first with 3,000 damage, 4 kills, and 1185 XP. I fired 19, 14 were hits and 14 penetration. So I don't use the final gun on the AMX46. I think the second gun is fine for this tank. I just don't like the long aim time on the final gun. But I received 12 hits and 5 of them were non-pens. So the armor on the tank is okay. Unfortunately, experienced players are going to know to hit you in your weak spots, but didn't happen too much in that game. So I did block nearly 750 damage with my armor. Spotted 3, damaged 7, destroyed 4, and did 316 assistance damage. Earned almost 37,000 credits for that game with a premium account, and 1777 XP with a premium account on a ×3 event left me on 5,331. So maybe not the best of games, but at least it's a flaming ace tanker. It's a replay I can bring you to the channel. So it's a tank that's been missing from the channel for a long time, even though I've been driving this tank. So I'm finally happy to be able to bring you an AMX AC46 game. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.